Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about the issue that exists between Pragya riders.
The passengers are even now creating the problems for us. Because they would see a taxi, the taxi will honk and they will not stop the taxi.
Wow.
But immediately the Pragya honks, they stop. So if you were to be the taxi driver, what would be your mindset?
And then taxi riders.
Much also way a high engine, a high engine say, a high engine say. Into a baby emotion, I do not. So I just said near Sabi, I do not say and I say. But drive any party, send a Pragya for the behavior on yes, sir.
Of which some people see it as a healthy competition, whilst others also see it as a challenge.
Pragya for in fact, I'm by a more high agri pa. Who did a chikra, Kakwem, to meet na Kakwem, no friendly pa. To yourself, as you mean your party and any other big Kakran, we go to just a Kakrao. So, say, or the baby here, or the big chow.
So we want to talk about it in this video.
On the move for Steve, no time to stall. Cruising through the day, answering the call. Every stop's a vibe, every view's a dream. Life on the road with the realest team. Yeah, we roll, we vibe, we live, believe you're never alone when you're with Steve.
But so your first say
The film Suleimana.
Suleimana.
Yes.
Now, because who use taxi and as a cheap, who drive a taxi for how long?
Oh, more than 35 years.
35 years. Wow. I mean, why are the pa? Because now, and come on, crabby, your pese, your moody. If how once so yeah, that money Pragya for NTM. Because they say, I don't say Pragya for no so, I can't a kuno. Anna, go for a brain so. I drink baby sense and send baby for Pragya for no, my baby penny for no. Na etwase ye bahana ye ne mo bekasa na wonso mo hwe wo kire madwen o kwan yo betimi de bibia ye den atuye na sumdua ba me pa chaw wo betimi a kire wadwen kakra fa Pragya no ho Pragya no ba ye no sen na etie I mean
Pragya for in fact, I'm by a more high agri pa. Who did a chikra, Kakwem, to meet na Kakwem, no friendly pa. To yourself, as you mean your party and any other big Kakran, we go to just a Kakrao. So, say, or the baby here, or the big chow.
so Pragya rider no
Pragya rider. I made traffic light to the Pragya didn't come. Oh,
enti no wo kire mu na se Pragya rider no bebre na no ha adwen e wo kwan na so
Baby, now I had it open. Pansopa, when you have a trap, can be a creative problem.
na wudi na yesen na eno an ye frɛ wo na
No one your friend, me, my papa will be a rainbow. But me didn't know about be enemy.
wow
Hanti rainbow, my papa, me background from rainbow.
wow
Me didn't rainbow. We are seeing a rainbow back.
wow because na and then yes say dey kan no ye pese ehu how and so ye da money Pragya for NTM.
Okay, me Pragya for no me na me against so much juma mo ye there because juma
Yes.
me an sabe ko na ro na ye first kro no do so do case oba na 2 battery say juma ne ba say juma ne ba ye no won te sa de ne be ti me manage ho ba de ha me wo mo ho ne highways wo mo na mo no e bia fi krom ha ko adwoso mo so na mo fi outer lane no be twa U10 wo inner lane mo na ka bono mo no fi inner lane no twa U10 ko outer ti say na no na high highways no higher pa.
Me ntawa no wo kire mu ankasa ne ma we ni nyina na wo se Pragya for no nya education bi on list
sa
ni so munim
omunim bebre na anim ko so bu a o kan se da bi a wo nam enye obitum ko gina traffic as team na obon komo o kan help us o police club betwam
wow
wahu if you chine trance na ye church ade we wo ye nya te na driver ye yo mo no we ye che driving a ye che driver ni a me che o driving no me che say we aha ye ngina aha ye nyi ni say nti obewie no mo na adwene da ho so I just said ni asabe adwene say ana asai but driver ni pa de say na Pragya for the behave no onye sa
wow
nti ye ti o mutans na ka ye kasa chiro mo e wo kwan paso a I think that come betumi asesa mo Pragya driver small boy no say singlet okay ya no didi watam no twa wito woni mo si da bi ye driver so person ye bisa e jan sama unu a so pa ne cho person ye bisa se kwan wo ma no ma kwan kwan ni manye force ye ne apesa wo ye no wo wa hu no bom a wa kumu wo da asema ba wo ma me no papa hu biem ohun nti ye ti o mutana ka tu o misafo na ka beboa
edi sa setra ya wo pese ye ti o mutran oni papa important pa na wo se wo face nka omunya sa futo yo mbetudi dia ma boys
o se na police for chi wo police ni chi no betumi ni na atena se akasa na omo wo station omo panyin no da no say ye chairman ogina hoyi ano pa bi oba no ne ya asori ye wi a no akasa kire yen asa ne apia bonten ntubo taxi rank ha driver ni no a oba misbehave a kire obi no masensi
enti wo pache mami ni se Pragya for no omonye organize
dabi
omo hede ni ekuo bebire bi a ehwe omo se de ehwe mo won panifu omo da maso omo guide mo
sa
Pragya for de ye no e ba kon se omo adwuma na omo ye no ai se ta ye adwuma bi ya but ade ba kon ha me se omo da wo Pragya bebre enkola a omo ni stage a e so omo de kaka but we na ko se obi apenanu aduan na driver for so say omo ni e competition enti ade bi o kwa na so person omo advice a no person omo di watem me de ade ba kwa me person me kan nka omo union na ka bi no e join union no aye bibia e se mpanyefo ebe mo advice si ni omo normal but akwa say Pragya na ko say 14 obi a ti me ko do ope na driving regulations to be bring in into number kum ko instead of fa ni fa no number kum na akoka so anu ayi na no yo Pragya ni betima park ni ka wa bo careless how can no park ni ka no person odidi watem enti empanyefo behwe they say legalize so mo nya adwuma enti o mo ya adwuma be license be na mo kwan so mo fa nya adwuma because na be commercial driver na so be commercial Pragya driver eso kuta driving license they bring ni driving license na normal plate nso akoye ba akopɛ se emu animu a na gbochiri enti so ye bibi kwa na okwa a ntimi entake ni normal no enti ebe se empanyefo se drive omo dia ba na ye but omo fa ekwan papa so na omo fa nya adwuma no esan se uni 18 a ntimi kaka na wo hwe ba bia ba di sama do bi 16 be body no na bia na owa be na na age ni enu na as matter of fact omo discipline and omo dress omo de kaka Pragya enye obi hu obi na o she singlet na taja yifi o she chaloti na o de kaka ni no enye enti empanyefo ne hwe adin bi ntimi ka se etwam because e bai ama na fa se ko no ni normal ni bibia ja enti eboa but attitude omo ye e kire o man na enye na Pragya wa se fa nipa me safe baby ti me fa 9 enu ani na e ma kwan se omo ye na de ma put on dem o se omo pe eku bi na omo form mum temple fo be ti ma ti o no mo organize na de bi omo tu on fo ni normal e be boa ti e be ja normal ni na nkwa na o hwe fija se kwan so a Pragya be 20 na kwan ba driver ni kokoso driver na ka pe na omo park omo no ba be the driver for the MS commercial drivers. The commercial driver kuta professional driving license. Open your driver. Okay, Pragya. What the copy mukra no o ye ne dey. The penny for ne papa year and 2 years. The make my kafa.
It will encounter problems bebre when the Pragya riders no why encounter challenges
bebre on the meeting just me nu anasem ye so bebre
na eba ne sa na say na wutimi we solve no say na wutimi so no as obi a why ride for so long no say unya futuo bi ka kire wo ma say den initiative na we take
ebi o ha me twi ka say obi nua yen tokwa na eko say be wo ye adwuma me so me ye adwuma ti de paki ana say dan yiye na asumdie fa so passenger no wagina nkwa de ba bia obegina bia no obi abegina no afoka ti paki obi o ha obetu apaki ya ma obi o so aka o mbu akra do be ye asana na so sa so no nya botre ama do be bia no onu police asana
wow iti ni chemu a Pragya no eti nka omo nso ba na omo apa system ni mom no de he de nye problem man but omo suban no but o chemu kaka omo suban no na ya de a
omo suban na e wo mu na ya de a e ha yen sebi wo yu adwuma ya so ya adwuma itika wo gina yiye na me so me nya kwan twema problem no obi so bia e hwe the family kakra na obi nya wo ko hwe family wo si da me nya ka sala me so me gina yiye na wo gina yiye adia so de be man tokwa bia enu a obetimi aba me ne untam
na futu be mpa na obetimi dia ma o colleague drivers for no omo nam kwan so tem bia no rero mbe hu Pragya for na omo misbehave no omo ye na be mfata na den na obetimi akache o colleague riders for no na ye di ye atu ya na se dia suju aba o kwan
me de na metumi aka kire omo se hu Pragya ni no ya de woni ne nko na mo chense mi nua me nya ade we enye wa oti afan wan ti adware bo na akọ woni ne koko woni ko ebi bia asint enye fe ja no ho na ko wan tie wa ne obetie ne beba ko mi se mi sia Pragya na me ne koko wo ya adwuma oye ono so ebi sa adwuma no ono do hwe ne yire ne ma ofie se na me ye hwe me yire ma ofie na e de hide no sa nti kwa kan se bia wo no ho a na se egu sa adwuma na ade so be sa obo okon no timi na meka ne se yentu omofo adwuma ne de omonye se na obi abedidi omonye no omonye ne yie keke na mpese omoye
wa da wanya challenge bi a wo ne Pragya ni bi anya enkita ho bi
oh yeah kwale me ko odimachia no ye overtake oye ma overtake no be gina no oye me bu osum e no si ye me see am so he me wetin be see o have agro na bi aso hu bro aso wa bo shake akra aso agro na say I am kasa mo ya hwe yi aso onu akwata kan ma me ye sorry am pacho no am so that's good
but we say mo so mo an kwa na so no mo betimi etu wo mofo say makoye mpanifo no we say no na wo sere ne ade nti at least advice me ho so betimi ya ofa ama we encounter sa challenge na I think no so enye bi bonus
yeah no dey me hu am sa me kan challenge ye ne sa ye ni say na ye yi
wow
no dey obetumi atu no so we do afọ kwa yetu omo ye hofo na ontumi tu Pragya afọ dey also tu no bibi ya akoma boko ni bo afu kwa no akọ challenge ye ne sa we ni see ase ne be na boa ye
then na be ka che
oh mega chom se adwuma dey omo nye no na obi a o ya odididi na omo ye omo nye ni yie keke na omo tu ombo ase akoma e be soro na ya na enye omo bla akoma na ase na fa ko wie be di bon no pe na betumi aka sho
yeah that's a power rainbow
imagine say self yeah we station yeah we chairman
okay
da bia no pe bia ono ye bom pai the friend ni oni ye meet otu ya fu bi say bia omo so de na omo chairman the chairman in film no omo trance no omo kasa say bi kwan na ye mo kwan mo dia mpanyifo so bi na kwan so nti munya botre na sumde fa na asumde mle fi na ntokwa bia nsi okwan so
etu chanka Pragya fo no omo so mpanifo no omo do omo ano no ka omo nyom kasa kire bi
sa
wow na eden na wo fi say ma Pragya fo no riders no e behave sa no say omo ni taxi drivers fo no obi kura traffic ni no wasi nipa traffic aso no gina ho say de wo kai eden na wadwen mu no hu say ma Pragya fo no yesa
madwen ni say ebi o ha oni bibia panyi bi a hye na se say me wo panyi hye na se wa nti bi ye bibia obetumi atwa meto onu so ni panyi bi a o hye na se nti de opa bi officer okura sia ne kwan de opa bi otumi ye okwan so
e basa na mo report issue no etumu pani ma omo so panifo no kasa ana say na mo so ye no
onu de ebi o be ka kire panyi na panyi ni se onu on panyi be kasa so onu de asama ebufo ba o de betumi ye be ya akomade be ba fi nti obetumi atu fo se dia twa bibia so ne bia no atwa bibia so na so o ye wadu
nti no ye say wo mre no o final word ben na betumi e de aka ama wo colleague drivers for no any Pragya for no say de be ya ekwan so a ye nyina ye nam na ye koba ne ade asumdue be ba wo Pragya for ne taxi riders for ne ntem then efuto na betumi ama o colleague riders for no any Pragya for
that's it kan that's so chire that's pa the make catch am say omunya botre bibia botre wie nkunu nti omunam kwan so omunya botre omu say yenso enuanom yenso bibi ye mba wo nti omunya bebre ye mba wo nti omunya botre na omunya nyina ye adwuma na so bi fara na nkofa ntokwa bi aba the make catch am
yeah that's pa yeah that's nkofo ni bi encounter sa challenge na omo de betu animu a at least em say Pragya for no so wo mpanifo ne ade na me pacho wada wo ma wutimi consult wo ana wo
omo station master the friend chief
oh okay
benene edi nkuta ho pa na chairman ba the friend na wood wow on the no share or union no kwa no team enti bibi basa ye frɛ ni atransi na ye tutu ye wo ni amon advice
no mo fa de
ho de ye ni akasa wo ha ye
jama wo
enti so obekɔ na nyomu nyina so na omo station wo bebe na mkom se the drivers ye to bebe town run
oh okay
enti omo de bi on beti be 14 Pragya for the be no mati he said the chairman so na ha so nti ye nyina ye hwɛ se de bia be
enti akasa be na futu be na betimi dia ma wo drivers for no se de be ya omo encounter Pragya for suban wo kwan so a omo be ya hweyi ana so omo benya botre no omo no omo matonya resolve issue no because em se koso pa
me de me o union we are GPRT of TUC we ko that the branch kama wancha anopa bia so aba betu apa ye morning devotion ye wi am to me driver for ni for papa especially so only driver be obe cost obi na wa wuti passengers wo kam na o cross ni wi aka no wasan didi na tem and no be cross na di oni mo nipa ko o ka and no ni nipa ko o twem nti wo futu bebre ma e drivers wa and no be ni Pragya so koshia said the bed dance so no di for kwa no more modern telephone number me driver bia o for modern na frame na bibi o ha ni aso ni dia me futu ma me driver
Chairman, you better was na wie
so me da
da sepa ne okokwan a watimi agada taxi drivers e wo kofo dia hie nyina wo fa ba bia obi ati wo de sense wo gbadima pa ebe so be koso no waye den what was so far na
ade ba kwa di be di madanse so on ye station o ba won se enura ba ko da
ye be twa ni nyina
o ha na me furo bi so me for
me wa ha
nti sa na me dia
wow wo gbaduma nyame so be koso e hira wo sa edase well, that was one side of the story. It wouldn't be fair if we didn't hear the Pragya rider's perspective too. I spoke with Kulikuli, who has been riding a Pragya for quite some time now, to get his thought on the matter. Here is how our conversation went. For how long have you been using the Pragya on the road? Can you tell us the number of years?
I've been using it for like about 6 months now. 6 to 7 months now.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
6 to 7 months. Now.
Oh, that means that you've not been using it for long.
Yes.
For 6 months.
Being on the road, I've been on the road for some time, but with the Pragya, I've been using it for like 6 months. Now.
Oh, okay. And then how do you see it? How do you see the Pragya job?
I would say it's a 50-50 take. A 50-50 take in the sense that mostly where the Pragya goes to, where it goes to, because it has vantage points that it has been going to. It's a 50-50 affair. There are times you see the market being good. There are times to the market. Now I start kakra.
Oh, okay.
I start sana. But you have nothing to say.
Wow.
Because there are days that you should expect much, and there are days that whether you like it or yes, you would also face some challenges.
Oh, okay.
So that is what I can say about the business.
And so let's come to our main topic that we want to treat today. And then, how is the challenge? I mean, what have you seen on the road with regarding the Pragya riders and the taxi drivers? What have you noticed as someone that you just started not long ago?
With regards to that, I will not even say it is just the taxi drivers.
Oh, okay.
Other vehicles together with the Pragya, it's like they see the Pragya as a smaller machine which causes trouble for them.
Wow.
Especially on the highways. But when it comes to the normal road routine, the taxi drivers, I would say it is not their fault, and I would say it is not the Pragya riders to their fault, in the sense that most of the taxi drivers have been driving in a rough manner. There are times, for instance, when you want to maybe get onto the road and there is a taxi driver behind you or on the road. If it was to be another taxi driver, he would brake for the taxi driver to get on board. But if it's a Pragya driver, they will just accelerate, and if you are not careful and you get on the road, they might hit you.
So what do you think the taxi drivers are doing all this kind of stuff? I mean, what you are saying?
I do not actually know why, but with ears on the ground, it's like I've been hearing people say the Pragya people are taking their work from them.
Really?
Because of the areas that they were to go, and it's like now the pedestrians and then the passengers are not patronizing the taxi. They rather patronize the Pragya because it is, if I would say, affordable. I don't know if that is the reason though.
And then do you think
I think it's because maybe they think the Pragya is affordable, so they don't board the taxi.
And then, do you think it's a good thing if the taxi drivers have this kind of mindset and thinking because it's a work that everybody is trying to hustle to get?
I wouldn't say
Mm.
yes. I would say no, in the sense that when it comes to our roads, the roads are not meant for taxis alone.
Wow.
They are not meant for cars alone.
Mm.
They are meant for vehicles. Wow. And the tricycle is a vehicle.
Mm.
And with the Pragya, we, the Ghanaians, have termed it Pragya.
Mm.
But in the domain of transport, it is not Pragya, it is tricycle. Because when you even go to purchase it, the names that they have, we have the TVS and then we have the Bajaj.
Mm.
They don't have Pragya. You can't say I'm buying Pragya. When you go, you say you are buying a tricycle. Just that the modes of the tricycle, they are of different forms.
Yeah,
we have the one which has the carrier at the back, and then we have the one we are using, which is the Pragya. Because the one that has even the carrier at the back, they call that one Abubuya.
Abubuya, yes.
So it is names that I think Ghanaians have given. But what I would say with respond to the issue is that we are all vehicles.
Mm.
We are all vehicles, and we are assigned the route to be used. Bicycles also use the route.
Yeah,
but I don't think the taxi drivers and the trucks and others they have issues with the bicycle people. So I think the competition is what is key here. The competition with where the Pragya is now trading towards and where the taxis are also trading towards. I think that is what is bringing about the consequences that we are facing now. Yeah.
But most of the people too are saying that the Pragya riders, I mean, most of them don't really have a license, and then because of that, they don't know much about the road signs and all that. Have you really encountered your colleagues? Some of them misbehaving on the road.
I do not have much knowledge about people not having the license, but I have knowledge on the fact that just as some of the taxi drivers are rough on the road, it's the same way that most of the Pragya riders do are rough on the road. Because there are times, even with the Pragya business, you yourself, you might encounter others doing similar things to you. Yes. I quite remember I picked a set of passengers, and as we were moving, one of the Pragya riders just shoved into our front.
Wow.
And the comment that came from the passengers was, "Hey, these Pragya people and their bad way of riding." Then I was like, so do you mean I also drive that way? And then he said, "No, but you saw what he did. It could have caused an accident or something." And I said, "Yes, it's because of some of these attitudes. That is why they say all Pragya riders are rough on the road." But that is not the case. But I think they being rough on the road also has to do with their owners.
Their owners.
Yes, because if you've gone for like 3 hours and then the market is not good, as I said earlier, you would rush to go and pick passengers.
That is true, yeah.
So they would surely accelerate on a high speed, and then they would be going ahead to take passengers. It has been happening to me though. Yes. But for me, one thing that matters most to me is the lives of passengers.
Very important.
So when I am on the road, I am very careful. Wow. There are times when I even take the passengers who have kids. I tell them that your kid is more important to me than you.
Wow.
Because for you, you have been on earth for quite some time. The kid is now going to experience life on earth. If anything happens, I would be very sorry for the kid. Therefore, please sit in a way which the kid will not be hurt. And I am very careful on the road. I am very, very careful on the road because of the attitude of the taxi drivers and then also our people. And if I say our people, I think you know what I mean by our people.
I think you've made us know a lot about this kind of thing, and then so I mean, these things. What do you think will be the best solution for this Pragya and taxi riders issue that you are just talking of?
It would be a very hectic task
Mm.
in the sense that with the areas that even the Pragya people go, the taxi people also have the license to go there.
Oh, okay.
Yes. But to solve this problem, I don't think it would be our job.
Mm.
The reason why I am saying it would be our job is the fact that there are times the passengers don't want to board the taxi.
Mm.
It's like the Pragya business have come to establish itself.
Oh, okay.
Therefore, the passengers are even now creating the problems for us.
Mm.
Because they would see a taxi, the taxi will honk, and they will not stop the taxi.
Wow.
But immediately the Pragya honks, they stop. So if you were to be the taxi driver, what would be your mindset?
Mm.
It would be something that, hey, these people are taking our business.
Yes.
So that is it. But it is not like the Pragya people taking the business of the taxi drivers. It is rather the other way around. It is the passengers who are rather creating a border between the Pragya people and then the taxi riders.
And I'm sure all this thing is based on the Pragya it being affordable.
Yes,
and
the
then all that.
affordability. I'm very sure with that. Because someone might say, I'll board Pragya, I'll pay 3 cities. I'll board taxi, I'll pay 4 cities. If you check the difference, because there are times even the Pragya passengers, when they get on board, they are like, oh, please, I will alight just here. I'm having 2 cities. I don't think most of the taxi drivers accept
They've been doing that. Wow.
They don't accept that. Because looking at maybe 2 cities and then 4 city 50 pesos, I don't think the taxi driver will accept that. So they will even drive off and then leave you behind. But when the Pragya person gets there, you take the 2 city. You take the 2 city.
Pragya person will take the
Yes.
2 city.
The Pragya person will take the 2 city because it's a short distance. But the taxi personality will not. I quite remember I boarded a taxi when I wasn't in the business. I boarded a taxi, and when I was in the taxi saw a woman by the roadside and was like, come and sit down. The woman said, oh no. He said, sit down, I'll let you pay the normal Pragya fare. Then the woman came to sit in. So I'm very sure the affordability also comes into play. Yes, it comes into play. But for us to talk about the monsoon,
Yes.
the monsoon is there.
The monsoon.
Passengers na Nigeria omo do gym na say ya be camera is because
It's serious.
yeah, very serious. Very
So,
serious.
please, can you, what is the kind of advice you can just, maybe like I said, you can give to your fellow riders on the road?
The advice I would give
because
them,
Pragiano.
the advice I would give to them is they need to be very careful. Lives matter. Lives matter. Let me share this experience.
Wow.
Just last week, on the road leading to the 222 from the Foster traffic when you're heading to town, from Foster traffic to 222, an incident really happened, and it was very serious to the extent that if it had happened, it would have been a very sad moment.
Is it were you the victim, or maybe
I wasn't the victim.
Oh, okay.
I was in a normal lane moving towards the 222. But you realize that it's like that lane is now turning into a double lane.
For sure.
Yes, that lane is now turning into a double lane. I don't know if it is accepted though, but it is now turning into a double lane, in the sense that I was in the lane, and when I was in the lane, one of the riders just shoved off to my right side, not knowing 2 riders in front of me have stopped for a lady carrying a baby on the shoulder to pass. I'm very sure the one who shoved to my right, behind me, from behind, I'm not sure if he really saw the lady crossing.
Wow.
So lucky enough, and he was on top speed.
Wow.
Lucky enough, the lady with the child was running, not walking. So if she was to be walking, the rider would have knocked both of them. And it would have been an eyesore. It would have been an eyesore. Because most accidents on the road now, I would say, is the tricycle.
The tricycle.
Yes.
The
And the motorbikes. No wonder the nurses are saying that when you have a motor accident, now you come. They treat you anyhow they want. They treat you anyhow they want. But that is not something that the nurses do.
Yes,
It is
as a
their
nurse,
duty. Nobody wants to get an accident. And I don't think someone intentionally cause an accident. Someone cannot intentionally cause an accident. So what I would advise is our taxi riders or the drivers should see us to be a part of them. They are all in the transport business. I'm not sure the taxi drivers will be furious with the trotro riders. Yes, they will never be furious with them. But they have also been doing the same thing. And I'm not sure they are furious with them. So, since we are all in the transport business, they should know that we are in our lane. They should also be in their lane. We should all be in our lane. And then, if peace prevails, the passengers will now even see that, these people are really making the transport business a palatable one. We even want to join it. And my advice to the Pragya riders is they should take their time on the road. The Pragya is very, very light. It's very, very light, especially when you're on top speed. It's very, very light. So a tipper truck who is on top speed can have its air even pushing the Pragya away. So I will advise my Pragya riders to be very, very careful on the road. Their lives matter. Their lives matter for us. We need all of them alive. We need everyone on the road alive. Therefore, we ask that whether it is a Pragya driver, whether it is a taxi driver, whether it is a bus driver or whatever, they should try and then keep all of us safe on the road. That is the little advice.
We will appreciate your time this afternoon. And then we thank you for sharing your ideas on this issue.
Course.
And then I hope they will see it and then we will all learn something from this thing, and then peace will surely prevail. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, comment your thoughts on this issue. Until then, see you in our next video.
I'm the movie Steve. Riding loud, we never leave.